How was the debut against Eastern? How'd you feel out there in your first real game?
It was actually pretty great. First time in this arena in front of the full gym. We were a bit nervous at the beginning, but actually we found our rhythm and we had so much fun that game, and we think we deserve that win.
How would you assess your overall performance in your first game?
I would say I had a good first half, but I was struggling with shooting. I missed a lot of shots, and second half we started really good. I got a little ankle injury, but it wasn't that big of an injury. So I would say it was a good debut.
Were you nervous when you were on the ground that it might have been something more? Did you know that it was
actually? I sprained. It was the same ankle 2 weeks ago in the practice, and I already had a little problems with it. So when it happened the next time, it kind of hurt more. But I went to the locker room, taped it better, and it wasn't that big of an injury, so I could hold it.
Where are you at pain-wise with it now?
Right now it's okay. It's not the perfect condition, but it's gonna be fine.
What's the focus point been since the game for next steps?
As soon as the game ended, we were happy we won the first game, and our focus shifted to the next game tomorrow. We watched them play last night against Indiana. They had a pretty good game. They had a lot of offensive rebounds, so we know what we had to do. We're going to prepare good for that game, and we hope to win.
How do you think this team is coming together in terms of defining roles and execution and kind of just getting used to each other? Yeah.
We're still getting used to each other, but this team is super talented. Shooting team with a lot of offensive potential. We're working on our defense, working on chemistry, working on everything, and I think this team has pretty high limits.
What are the coaches talking to you personally most about for your next steps?
Well, coaches asked of me to shoot a lot. They trusted my shot, to be physical, go grab rebounds, to talk on defense, help my teammates, to help my teammates also in offense, and basically that's it.
This is the first time we've talked since you got cleared. I know you were optimistic, hopeful. Was it a relief when that news came in?
Yeah, it was a relief. At first, they only allowed me to play scrimmage against Ole Miss, and but that was the first step of getting cleared. I expected them to clear me in the coming days, and that happened. So that was a big relief to know that I can be able to play the rest of the season.
What was the reaction from your teammates?
From my teammates, they were happy. I sent them a text that I got cleared. They were happy. They were excited that I can play, and yeah, that's basically it.
With how long it took for your brother, were you nervous that it would be something similar at any point for you?
I was expecting it to be shorter than with my brother because that was really long. He got cleared in January, and I was expecting to get cleared before, but at the end I didn't know when it's gonna happen, so I was hoping that it's gonna be before the season starts, and it is.
How much pride do you take in your passing ability? We saw at least one really sweet pass on
I think of myself that I'm a pretty good passer, and when I was younger I played a lot with the ball, and I think that from the low post situations when they double team me or somebody's gonna help, I think I can always find open teammate. Sometimes the pass is gonna be better, sometimes it's gonna be normal pass, depends. Every time it's gonna be different.
I wanted to ask you about that, Tommy. Has this always been your game, that facilitating, stretch five, and obviously you're 7'1", so at the rim you're fine defensively. Or has this evolved?
When I was younger, it did, but a couple last years, I was more of a pick and roll big guy. I used to shoot sometimes, but not as much as I'm gonna shoot here. And but yeah, that was basically my whole life. I was a stretch big guy who has ability to pass, stretch the floor, and help my teammates.
What was the appeal for you to be able to show here your shooting ability?
Can you say that again?
What was appealing about being able to show your shooting ability here?
Well, actually, I always had a good shot. I just didn't shoot a lot on the games, and like coaches recognized that. And on practices when I got here, they forced me to shoot a lot, and I got into my flow. Last game was not a perfect shooting game, but I hope the next game is gonna be better. And, coaches trust in my shot, teammates trust in my shot, and I'm grateful for that.
What have coaches told you about if anything needs to be adjusted based on how officials referee the game here in the U.S.?
Well, the rules are a little different, but we already went through that on the practices. They already prepared me for it, for new rules, for new game styles, and I got confused the 1-on-1 free throw rule, and that was 10 fouls and a half. Like, I didn't get it at the first, so.
But I'm talking about like fouling. You know, is there anything that you have to be mindful of how the games?
They want us not to foul, to play hard defense without fouling, to stay in the game as long as possible, and to secure rebounds, secure next possessions.
Merez had 8 rebounds, 6 blocks in the opener. What did you may think about his debut?
I didn't actually notice that he had 6. I noticed a couple blocks, but I didn't know it was 6. And he actually had a really good game. And I would say he makes me a better player on practices. We fight for rebounds, fight for position in the post. And I actually think that he gets better because of me, and I get better because of him.
You said you were a pick and roll guy. How much of a weapon can that be with the high ball screen with you and Kasparas? Seems like that's a big part of the offense.
Kasparas is a really good passer, really good point guard. So I think every big guy would be an advantage with him on the pick and roll. So.
What'd you think of Will's night one? What he did?
To be honest, I was expecting something like that to happen. Not the first game, but I was expecting Will to do something like that. He's really talented. He's practicing a lot, trying hard every game, every practice, and he's a really good kid. And you all seen what he can do, what he's capable of.
Brad said with your passing ability, they can try to run the offense through you sometimes. How nice is it for you to be surrounded by a team of all shooters, basically?
It helps a lot to me because when I play, they're not going to help too much. And if they help, I'm going to find my teammates open, they can shoot it. And that's basically one weapon we have.
I mean, you obviously came here for an opportunity to be in all of this environment. What was it feeling like for you on Monday night when you went to bed and kind of had the first one?
I was really glad that I experienced this full arena college game, and I wish I was here year before, 2 years before. So